Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome over here to the regular sign-ups for the Dascar Phillips Cup Series Season number 9. So we've concluded the sign-ups for the reserve spots, for the people who had a reserve spot, and 22 people have now signed up, and that means that there are still 20 spots available for everybody else who has no reserve spot, who has a reserve spot as well, and well, pretty much everybody who's not in the series yet. So if you didn't have a reserve spot, this is your video. This is the moment you can sign up. So of course, I will quickly go through what we're going to discuss in this video. Not much, especially the things which I explained in the previous video about the Phillips Cup Series number 9. So how it's going to be, for instance, with the schedule, point system, and all the new stuff, chase system, penalty system, and also the driver tokens, how that's going to work out. For that, I refer back to the previous video, to the reserve spinal, which now says Phillips Cup Series Season 9 signups closed. I refer to that video. Down in the description there is sort of a table of contents, which the times at which certain things which will be discussed, the times at which they will be discussed are in there, so please look at that and you can easily find where in the video I discuss things. The reason I don't do it in this video is because first off, I've already done it 2 times or something, and secondly, I want to keep this video a little bit shorter than the previous science video, which was 52 minutes, which is ridiculously long. But it's just, well, that's just, if you do such a difficult science video, well, that's what you get. As you guys know, I'm of the talking stuff, so I want to keep this video shorter. So for more information on the Phillips Cup Series Season number 9, I refer back to the previous signups video. The planning for the signups is still the same. So reserve spots signups have been closed now. This is a video where you can where everybody else can sign up. The regular signups, I call it now. Will be of course, uploaded on Saturday, and that is only for the people who have a spot, who like the Dascar Facebook page, to give them an advantage for being an active supporter. And on Sunday, then it would have been made public for everybody. And I have to sneeze. Sorry. Until, well, pretty much the series is full, and actually hoping it will be full within 2 days or something, but I'm pretty sure we can make that happen. So that means that after this video, if the series is full, there will be the token video, which hopefully will then come on either on Monday or Tuesday. I prefer to have it on Monday, so it can be up a little bit longer, but well, we'll just have to wait and see when the series is full. And more information on that token system is also in the previous signups video. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So looking back at the reserve spots signups video, couple of things you have to consider if you've watched that video. If you've signed up because you had a driver with a reserve spot, please take another look at this video as well to see if your driver has been noted down. And you can do it the hard way, which is looking through the video and seeing which cars are still available. And I would say, if you want to sign up a second driver, if you have already signed up one driver, and as you can sign up 2 drivers, the other one who didn't have a reserve spot, you can sign up that person in this video. So therefore, I would suggest, yeah, if you still remember what cars are available, there are no changes to the cars. The same cars are still available. So I would say, well, if you can remember which car you wanted from the previous video, then you can sign up right away. Take a look at the description. In this description, that's also the easy way to look if you have been noted down. In the description, I've written down who has already signed up. So also the people who have a reserve spot. So there are already 22 drivers listed down as this video is uploaded. So still a couple of people sign up who didn't have a reserve spot. With one driver, I made a mistake. I said you got the car, but then, well, I realized that it was not that person who had a reserve spot, but somebody else. I checked with every driver who signed up if that person has a reserve spot or not. With some drivers, with that driver, then I said, sorry mate, I made a mistake. You didn't have a reserve spot. This driver of you does have a reserve spot. I've done it with one person, and pretty much everybody else who signed up but who didn't have a reserve spot, didn't say anything. So if I didn't reply to you, I would, well, it means that you didn't have the car, and therefore, I mean, take a look at if I really put you down, because you might think, well, I signed up, but then, well, of course you didn't have. If you didn't have a reserve spot, I didn't put you down, and I'm really strict on that. For instance, Zachary Fitzwater, he signed up 2 drivers. He said, "Yeah, I'm busy on Saturday, therefore I reserved my 2 drivers," and he chose 2 cars. Didn't reply to that. You've not been put on the list, Zachary, because, well, we're very strict, and the sign-ups only for the regular, for the people who have a reserve spot, is a sign-ups only for the people who have a reserve spot. So you cannot reserve cars yourself. I will do that, and only if if you match the criteria for having a reserve spot. So some other drivers also did that, and so check if you have been noted down. Otherwise, if you have not been noted down, you have not been given the car, so you have to sign up again in this video. And if you don't, well, then you will not get a spot. And yes, I'm sorry, I'm really strict on that. And well, that's just the rules. One driver, I made a little mistake. I realized that that was with Keith Black. He signed up 3 drivers, and I said initially only Dascar presidents can sign up 3 drivers, and the rest can sign up 2 drivers. What I didn't realize, and what I forgot to say, is that if you have 3 drivers who have a reserve spot, you can still only sign up 2 people. And that is something I forgot to say, and that's why Keith Black signed up for 3 cars. So yeah, realizing it was my mistake, I sent him a Facebook message saying, "I'm sorry man, I made a mistake, I screwed up. Are you right to have 2 drivers instead of 3? And he said, "Yeah, it's perfectly fine, no problem." So thank you very much. Once again, apologies to that, Keith. So that was pretty much about the reserve spots signups. So we'll go through the rules right now. Still the same rules apply in this signups as in the reserve spot signups. Meaning there are 42 cars available now. Only 20 cars are available. You can sign up 2 cars per user and only 1 driver per car. Sometimes it's smart to note it down. There's one. There's one thing, of course. John Ciardino, he signed up himself for only the Daytona race, and then the rest of the season will be for Sean Angel. And that's also something I realized. Well, it's a little bit contradicting, but I also advise you to sign up only 1 driver. What if your driver gets injured throughout the season? There are you can have 3 races where you, saying what if you get injured, there are 3 races you can have somebody replace yourself or a driver of you, and still get the points for the main driver. However, if that person has or gets a victory, then that victory will not be moved on. For instance, just name driver 1 as example. Driver 1 gets injured. He's the main driver of a car. He gets injured, and he will have to be replaced by driver 2. That is allowed, and driver 2 can race for 3 races maximum, and the points of driver 2 will still go to driver 1. If it is more than 3 races, then from race 4 onwards, the points will go to driver 2 and not driver 1. But if driver 2 wins the race, that does not mean that the victory sort of will go to driver 1. He will get the points, but of course, as said in the previous video, in the the chase system, it does not mean that driver 1 is set for a chase spot. That will go to driver 2 if he continues racing, but of course then he will race for his own points and so on. but that does not mean that driver 1 will get that spot in the chase for the victory. Of course, you have to win to get in the chase, or if there are not enough winners, then it will be by points. So, hope that's clear to you. You can only pick cars that are in this video. So, well, if you just picking a car from the internet and slapping it in here is usually not allowed, and that there are a few things where it is allowed, and that's pretty much if the car matches the criteria. And those criteria are also for if you make a car yourself. So that is those criteria are, and pretty much the most important one is that your car must be on one of the templates made for the Philips Cup series. For instance, this Renault template, and if it is not, then I will not let you use that car. It must be on one of the Philips Cup series templates. And for the manufacturers, I would say, well, just scroll through the video, and if you really want to make your own custom car. However, I would advise you to not do that. I would advise you just to pick a car which is currently being used. You can then possibly, if you want to, you can make a custom car later for yourself as well. That's possible. Man, I have a running nose. I'm sorry, I'm getting... Oh, actually, I have a bleeding nose. I think I should go back for a moment. Sorry about this. I will be right back. So, I'm back again. Sorry about that. At one point, I had a sniffing nose, and I thought, okay, annoying thing. And then I just wiped my finger by my nose, and then I realized I had a red finger. So, well, I had to do something about that. But good thing is, it's over now. No problem at all. I've been having bleeding noses again since I think it's 1 or 2 weeks or something. But that's due to the cold weather and a wound in my nose being open again. No problem, doesn't matter. Anyway, where I was, if you want to make a custom car yourself or somebody else, make a custom car. If you want to have a custom car made for you by somebody else, that is allowed, but it must be on one of these templates. And of course, something I haven't said before is that there are only 3 cars per manufacturer allowed. So, for instance, Hyundai has already 4 manufacturers, and that's the only manufacturer that can have 4 cars due to the champion driving a Hyundai last year. So, if there is a maximum, you cannot switch to that manufacturer, or you cannot make a custom car with that manufacturer. So, inform at me which manufacturers are still allowed for you to use. Also, the number may not have been used yet. So if you want to make a car, make a custom car yourself, pick a number which has not been used yet. Because also not only even if the car is not taken, if it's just a free car, you can also not use that number. So that's one thing, and the most important thing actually is that you have to keep either the PSD file or the PDN file, so the layered file, because if something is wrong with the car, if I want to make adjustments later on, maybe there is a manufacturer update, like a manufacturer being updated to a newer model, then I can still adjust your car, and otherwise that car is going to be you cannot use that car if it is not eligible for the series. So therefore keep the PSD or PDN file as well as the TGA file, and better for you is to send it as well to me. That's more convenient. So if you want to make a custom car or have a custom car made for you, the deadline is February 4th, because on that day or the day after that I want to start the series. So therefore you must have finished the car by then, otherwise pretty much you don't have a car to drive in the series. If there's other thing I forgot, I don't think. If you want to switch manufacturers, that is possible. after common deadline number 1. So if you pick, for instance, number 0 car is a Renault, and you think, well, I don't want to drive a Renault, I want to drive Mercedes or something, then, well, you can switch after every common deadline, and the first common deadline is number 1. You will hear throughout the season when that is. It's after 5 or 6 races or something around that. You can only switch twice per season to a different manufacturer. Not included are the manufacturer updates. So if there's a new model, that will not count as a manufacturer switch, and I will do that anyways. That's the reason why. And still, the maximum amount of cars per manufacturer do count. So you cannot switch to a manufacturer which has already 3 cars. So talking about the common deadline, there will be a common deadline again, and you have to comment at least once before every common deadline. So if a common deadline has passed, you still have to comment once before the next common deadline. Otherwise, you will be kicked out of the series, and the people from the Dascar Regional Pro Cup Series, they will fill in. Talking about the Regional Pro Cup Series, that's a series run by John Cedina as a support series for the Phillips Cup Series. The sign-ups of that will come right after the sign-ups have concluded for the Phillips Cup Series, and they're only for drivers who are not in the Phillips Cup Series. So that's important. If you missed the Phillips Cup Series, if you couldn't sign up for it, you can still try to get in the Regional Pro Cup Series, and I would highly recommend that, because if people have been kicked out due to or after the common deadline, we will get replacement drivers from the Regional Pro Cup Series. So choice is yours if you want to switch or not. If you want to stay in that series, the Regional Pro Cup Series, that's fine as well, no problem what you want, your choice. But if you want to move down to the Phillips Cup Series, you can more easily do it via the Regional Pro Cup Series. Also, some very important rules. You must pick a car. You cannot say any car, because, well, there are plenty of cars you can pick from, so shouldn't be too hard to pick a car which is available. And if you do give me any car due to, well, whatever reason, I will not give you a car, and I will also not reply to you. That's one of the main rules. Simply because I want you guys to pick your own car. And I will not pick a car for you. And that's also the same story for picking a car that's not in the video. So if you pick, for instance, I don't even know which number, 56 or 74 or something, which is not in the video, I will also not reply to you. And, well, I don't know how you can then pick a car. If it is a custom car, you have to tell me as well. So you could pick a 74 car and saying, well, this is a custom car I'm going to make, or somebody else is going to make for me. Then it's allowed. Then I will put you on the list as well. If you pick a car that is taken, I will reply to you. I will say, sorry man, this car is taken, please pick a different one. And then you can pick a different one before the deadline is. However, if you don't pick a car after that, I will not assign you to a different car. So you have to repick a car then. And full still counts, full is full. So if you picked a car which is taken and I reply to you, and then the series is full without you having picked a different car, then it's tough luck. You cannot get in the series. So I'm pretty strict on that as well. And to see which cars are taken, please read the description below to see which cars are taken. And some people ask me, where can I see which cars are available? Well, pretty much not, but you can see which cars are taken, which is in my opinion more important. Just scroll through the video, then see which car is not taken. Pretty easy. And well, refer to the description. Also, please take a look at the comments I haven't replied to, because if somebody picked a car which it could be due to time zones. It could be possible that I'm asleep or I'm busy with something else, I don't know, and I can't reply in time. But that car is then still taken. So you can pick a car you can pick the same car, but it is no use, because first come first serve, even if I have replied yet or not, if I have processed it or not. So Also take a look at comments I haven't replied to. And then there's two sort of, well, there's one more sort of preference. If you sign a driver up which is not American, please name the nationality. It's not obligatory, but just fun for me. I would like to know which different nationalities we have in a series. So, and well, the end of the series will be I don't know when. Probably either at the end of summer or maybe at the end of 2017. So. That said, if there are other things, please read the description. I might think of something else later as well. There was a note I said. No, never mind. Anyway, so let's scroll through the cars which are available and which cars are taken. So pay attention now. We got the number 0 car, the Rothmans Renault, being available. We got the number 2 car. The Momo Volkswagen available. We got the number 4 car taken by Phillip Goldberg. Once again, he's back, and both this car and this car will be his. So this car is not available. The number 6 car over here is available though, the Hankook Audi, and yes, Audi will be updated. There will be a new Audi S5 template being made very soon. The S5 is out, so I actually wanted to make the car yesterday already, but well, I have to study for my test next week. So, but this car is available, and then you will get the new Audi S5 template as well as soon as it's made. The number 8 car is taken. This is Rei Takita's car, so not available. Number 9 car is taken as well by Kris Gomez. This is his car, not available. We got the blank car. We got the 02 car of Prudence Littlejohn. This car as well, not available, and this is the secondary paint scheme. We got the 04 car taken by Joshua Michaels, also not available, and this is his Christmas scheme. Not sure if he's going to use it, probably not, because I hope to have this series finished before Christmas. So the 05 car is available, and somebody has specifically referring to is Aidan Shepherd, because Aidan Shepherd has picked this car, so this car is not available. And well, with Aidan Shepherd driving this car, we'll have to see. You can pick the 05 car even if you're not Aidan Shepherd, that's fine, but then realize that you will be sort of Aidan Shepherd's teammate. And for Aidan Shepherd, if you want to sign up a second driver, I would say give it a shot for this car. If you want to have a different car, that's also fine, no problem. But the 05 is available and the 06 is not available. The 08 is also not available. Devon Roberts driving this car. And the 09 car is available, the Air Canada Cadillac. Then we got the number 13 car, the Creatives Subaru, which is also available. And much better looking in my opinion than on the Fords. The number 16 car is available as well, the Jägermeister BMW. Not sure if there's going to be a manufacturer update soon actually. There's a new M4, but it's pretty much the same as the old one. So number 17 car is taken, and indeed I already predicted it. Nicole Trojanowicz will drive this car for a 3rd consecutive season, I think. And yes indeed, Gregg will drive the Monster Energy Toyota. So the 17 and the 18 both are not available anymore. The 19 car is available, the Best Buy Ford Mondeo it is available, so I'm not sure if it's going to be updated pretty soon, probably not. So this car is available. Number 21 car, the Alfa Romeo, well, the Carrefour Alfa Romeo, French supermarket it is also still available, so for you, everybody. 23 car is available as well, the Vortex Buick based on Craig Lowndes Fiat Supercar. The number 24 car is taken by Giancarlo Robles, and as a check, I think he was Italian, but I'm not 100% sure. I have written it down though, so I think he was Italian indeed, part of James Pinter's team. Talking about James Pinter, this is his car, also not available, just like a 24 car. And then we got the number 29 car, the Zacre Banca, Alfa Romeo Giulia, or as well also the Bank of Zagreb, Croatia. This car is available. Number 30 car, well, it had a sort of story. First it was Grayson Aquafina who picked this car, then I said, well, you got it. But then I realized Grayson Acavito didn't have a reserve spot, so I said, sorry man, this you don't have a reserve spot. However, Rocco Twyman does have a reserve spot. I think he was the only one I said that to. Then he picked a different car for the 44 car, so this car is available still. And I'm not sure if Grayson Acavito is going to drive this car. Once again, if you want to have Grayson Acavito drive this car, you have to sign up once again. This car is still open and available, so no Grayson Acavito yet. Could come though. 32 car is taken by Mr. Chris Dodd, who watched the whole sign up video. Big respect for that. And Tommy Turbo will probably kind of come as a second driver from the team. Not sure which car, but this car is taken. 33 car is available, the Wilson Security Volvo. I think one of the only Volvos still in the video. Airplane. Number 36 only watch Bentley is as well available, so you can pick this car. Number 38 car is taken by Beth Black. So indeed, 2 cars taken by the Black family. This was one of them, so not available. And this is the other one, the 41 of Keith Black, also not available. So team complete as well. Number 43 car is taken by Betty Johnson, so not available. And a secondary paint scheme for Betty Johnson. Daniel Voiles, if you want to have your 81 car, you will have to sign up once again. So 44 car is taken by Rocco Twyman, and as said, there's a sort of rivalry coming. I said in the previous video probably Mitch Perez was going to take his car because he doesn't have a reserve spot, he couldn't sign up, and well, Rocco Twyman signed up for the 44 car. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not, but there's somebody who is a little bit disappointed. So maybe rivalry starting to grow, I don't know, whatever. But for Mitch Perez, he will have to pick a different car, and he was not happy with that. So unfortunately, 44 taken, the 45 open. The Gillette Lexus, this car is available. Then the 48 car, also still available, the Aral Volkswagen. So 50 car is still available, the Samsung Chrysler. Only 2 Chryslers, both sponsored by Samsung. This car is taken by Suncourse, and well, as said, this car will probably not drive. Anyways, in 52 car, the Halfords Acura is available. So Acura also stepping into the WeatherTech Sports Car Series, and this car is based on the BTCC car from last year, on which Gordon Shannon won the championship in. So champion winning car, and we'll see how it will do in the Phillips Cup Series if somebody takes it then. 54 car is taken by Robert Goldberg, so stepping into the M&M's Toyota he is. The 59 car is also still available, so once again, Zachary Fitzwater, you have to re-sign up again. And if you are too late, then I'm sorry, but well, the rules state that if you have a reserve spot, you can sign up, and you cannot reserve cars yourself. So it is still available. And probably for if you want to do Zachary Fitzwater a favor, don't pick this car. But if you want to have this car very badly, I would say go for it. Number 60 car is also still available, the Samsung Chrysler, and once again, 2 Chryslers, 2 Samsung sponsored Chryslers, so you can build a team with these 2 cars, the 50 and the 60. The 62, Joseph Nesto, taken. He said that he was going to use this car as his primary, and then this car as well. If there are more paint schemes coming, I will see them appear sometime, but these 2 cars are going to be for Joseph Nesto. So 64 car is also still available, the Belkin Mercedes, and the 66 car, the Matco Tools Subaru, is also still available. The 67 car is taken by Debbie Myers, and she has this scheme as well, and this scheme. All 3 will be driven by her, so not available. The 70 car is still open, still available, Jack Daniels Jack. See what I did there? Yes, it is still available, so if you want to have it, go get it. Number 71 car, the Starbucks Subaru Legacy, is still available for everyone. And the number 72 car, picked by John Ciudadino. This is the car he's going to drive at Daytona, and this is not going to be for the championship. We'll still have to decide if it's, well, conform the rules, the points that he gets can go to Sean Angel. I'm not sure if he wants to have that happen, so but it is allowed, of course. You can miss as a primary driver, which is Sean Angel, you can miss up to 3 races. So these are 2 cars Sean Angel will drive them, and he's going to comment himself, and that is of course allowed. It will count if John Ciudino's comments, that's also allowed. So what you want. 73 is available. The Etihad Volkswagen first chosen for Harry Hills. However, Harry Hills is the 3rd driver of the team and he's going to step out. So 73 car is still available. 77 car is taken by Denise Steinauer, who will still get a 2nd paint scheme, but this car is taken. And the 79 car, the Air France Citroën, is also still available. New Citroën template also coming soon, hopefully. Kind of done with this Citroën. Not in regard as in Joseph Nessa painted it. It still looks great, but I want to have a fresh Citroën ready again. The 81 car is not available. However, it's not taken as well. This car is specifically made for Daniel Voiles, so only Daniel Voiles can sign up. And once again, saying he still has to sign up for this car. So Daniel, please do so. Otherwise, this car will not be taken by you. But it's not available for anybody else. The 83 car is available for everyone. The 83 Xbox One Peugeot. So you can pick this one. And the 85, the Hyundai Morrison's Hyundai is also available for everyone. Then we got the number 87 car, the Petronas Lexus. This car is also available for everybody. And the 89 Banco do Brasil Renault also available for everyone. Then we got the number 91 car, the Subway Mercedes. This car is available. And we got the number 69 tailor-made Cadillac also available. Number 99, the PepsiCo Peugeot also available for everyone. And number 117 GoPro Maserati also available for everyone. Then we got the number 194, the GoX Mercedes based on Pascal Wehrlein's car from 2015, also available. And the number 222 is available as well. And there are 4 paint schemes for this one. This is number 2, number 3 and number 4. All cars you will get if you pick the 222. So 500 is also available, the Tic Tac Fiat Tipo. And then we got number 787 Ethics Quickstep Peugeot, which is also available for everyone. So those are the cars. 20 spots are still available for everyone. If you don't have a reserve spot, this is the time to sign up. So please remember that you have to pick a car which is in the video. And if you pick a car that's taken, I will comment, and otherwise I will not reply to you and you will not get the car. Please read the description to see which cars are taken, and also read unanswered comments first before signing up. Any other information which I forgot to tell you will be in the description as well. And therefore I want to say thank you very much for watching. Good luck signing up, and then hopefully I will see you in the Dascar Phillips Cup Series season number 9 2017 here on Zero Sports.